Hello, beautiful people. We have the wonderful, beautiful Jennifer Doran with the looks like feathers coming out of your hair.
I know.
Colors. I know it's a tree of life, though, isn't it?
Yeah, yep,
And
indeed.
so you will find out more about her in the description box, and we'll put her contact information on the screen as well. And she has a puzzled look on her face that we're going to
Well,
address first.
there's like a big shadow, it looks like, but
Oh, yeah, I see that.
I I can't see what's causing it. Like I can't see
Eric, what is that?
why there's such a big, like, is it my chair? Is it
I think it
I'm not
probably
sure.
is. Maybe it's you. No, because
Is
it's not moving.
Wait, is it me? Is it me?
No,
No, I don't
no.
know what it is. Oh
All
well.
right, guys, we are going to talk about HAARP. Hi, Eric, I love you, and he's going to help us.
Yes, hello, I love you too.
This is
This is a good
high.
one. This is a good one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Look, I thought it was a conspiracy theory, but I've been reading a lot about Atlantis and a lot about the Anunnaki and how the power elite have sort of had invaded the priesthood of Atlantis and made them ego driven and not too good. And now it's happening in our own government and all
Mm,
across the world. And they don't have Mother Earth's best interest at heart necessarily.
no.
But anyway, this is the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program at the University of Alaska Fairbanks program. It researches the ionosphere, the highest ionized part of the Earth's atmosphere. But, well, here, let me read the rest of this. Initially, HAARP was jointly funded by the U.S. Air Force, the U.S. Navy, the University of Alaska at Fairbanks, and the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. It was designed and built by BAE Advanced Technologies. Its original purpose was to analyze the ionosphere and investigate the potential for developing ionospheric enhancement technology for radio communications and surveillance. Since 2015, it has been operated by the University of Alaska Fairbanks. HAARP is a target of conspiracy theorists who claim that it is capable of weather manipulation. Commentators and scientists say that advocates of this and other conspiracy theories are wrong, as claims made fall well outside the abilities of the facility, if not the scope of natural science. I read that they're slowly but surely increasing the frequency that they shoot into the atmosphere. The Syrians, that I'm reading the text from this Atlantis Rising. I mean, the Patricia Core or something, Corey, um, it has been getting messages from Syrians about this and other things. And the Syrians said that, dudes, they're penetrating the atmosphere, they're heating it up. They're not near close enough yet to destroy Earth, but they eventually could with this the getting the frequency up and up and up. Anyway, I'm rambling. I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't know very much about this, so let's go on. Who is really, Eric, behind the creation of HARP, other than the institutions we just mentioned that have been mentioned publicly?
So it does link back to governments, but the military is already in there, so that kind of loops them in. But there is also extraterrestrial
Okay.
tech and not intervention, but assistance
Is it
happening.
bad? Like the reptilian or the bad Anunnaki, that kind of thing from Nibiru?
No, no. So there is some benevolent type,
Okay.
um, yes, energy happening here, trying to uh, pull the throttle back a
Oh,
bit. So yes, yes,
good. All
yeah,
right.
and protection for the atmosphere.
Okay, good. Is there any other influence like the evil Anunnaki that are trying to uh, get us to heat the ionosphere up?
Um,
Or was that just
no, the
okay?
evil intentions, the negative intentions are coming from Earthlings,
Oh, okay, I
so to
got it.
speak. Yes, humans.
Yeah, I probably have reptilian blood or Anunnaki blood.
Yes, perhaps. Yes.
How active is HARP today?
So, is it possible they're going by a different name? Like that the technology is still happening, the practices are still going on, but it's being called something else now, or under the scope of something else?
I don't know. I know there's something like we could talk about chemtrails, but we're not going to. I don't think. Oh no.
Well, no, because what Eric is saying is it's like, well, HAARP specifically isn't super active, but it's just being called something else. It's just being called
Okay.
something else, and and some of the more advanced stuff has been moved someplace else, or it's happening elsewhere now.
Oh. And it's called something else.
Yeah, it's like, so this is what he's saying is initially the intention was for like radio communication, like you were reading, and it really was for that. But like with a lot of stuff that's developed, they're able to weaponize it once they get further in. And so like he says the initial part of this was okay, but once there was some discoveries made of how it could be used to maybe gain a little bit more control, more power, some of that was shifted someplace else.
Interesting. Well, Hitler was defeated because of a snowstorm, apparently. So I don't know if that was created to stop it, man-made or extraterrestrial, but that's not in the scope of today's session. But has it been, or do they have designs on weather manipulation as part of this technology or associated technologies?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Will they be able to do that, Eric?
So, well, yes, eventually. So basically, once you figure out why and how everything and anything works, you can figure out a way to control it.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's what he's saying. Like this is once you have all the pieces, you can figure out how to manipulate the pieces to do what you want. Now, there, not with 100%. He's saying not with 100% accuracies that
Okay.
weather's still going to happen on its own,
Yeah. So are they going to use it for good? Because you can manipulate weather for good, get rid of droughts, etc., or bad, or both. Probably both.
So what's really interesting, and it really does make sense to me. So have you ever heard like that term? I only know it like kind of like from Marvel stuff, like everybody's the hero in their own story.
Yeah.
Like nobody's actually like the villain
Oh, yeah.
specifically. He kind of put that energy on this.
Interesting.
Like whoever's using it, like the intention might be to do good, but they might look really evil and they might cause really, really bad things. But in their heads, they're going to be using it for good.
Yeah, so like the Russians, Putin may think, wow, we're going to make earthquakes or make it rain 40 days and 40 nights in Ukraine so that they will lose the war. And that's for the good of our people because we need to reclaim that land. But,
yes,
it's sort of like,
yeah, it's so I don't know why and I swear to you, I have not been watching any Marvel stuff, but I just know enough of it. There was one of the movies where at the end, one of the guys like snapped his fingers and half the population disappeared. Thanos? Was that Thanos? I don't know. Put it in the comments.
It sounds like Thanos.
But the point, I think, I could be getting this wrong. Please don't get too upset if I am. But the point was with half the population gone, there was enough of everything for everybody.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Oh,
so there's like
makes
some
sense.
of that kind of energy here. So,
Oh, interesting.
I don't know.
Was one of the intentions behind its creation related to ET activity detection? Detecting
Yes.
extraterrestrial. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, that was kind of more in the beginning with the radio.
Oh,
like
communication.
Yes.
So trying to communicate with ETs?
Yeah, communicate, spy on, this sort of.
Okay.
Yes.
Did HAARP create Hurricane Beryl? That was a direct hit for Houston for us. Actually, it was a direct hit to Hedwig Village, actually. My little community.
Yeah. No, HAARP did not create that.
Does HAARP work in conjunction with chemtrails?
There is a link, yes.
Oh, what are chemtrails used for nefarious reason, or is it used to help get rid of harmful pests for crops, or is it used to calcify a pineal gland? I don't know. Is it what's that all about?
So chemtrails, first of all, Eric is saying not everything out there that looks like a chemtrail is actually a chemtrail.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there is some misidentification of chemtrails.
Okay.
Um, Actually, he says there is something information gathering
Okay.
in some chemtrails.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Is it supposed to make us
yeah,
stupid, dumb, cause mental illness, anything that changes our emotions or brains?
no, it's not intended to do that. It's not. There is a toxicity to it that isn't really necessarily the best. It's like, man, he's good with the analogies today. It's like Greek
Yes,
yogurt
it
is
is.
supposed to be like so great for you, but it has such but the Greek yogurt industry has, I think I brought this up before with him, has such a like off put of waste that there's like you can't do anything with.
Oh,
And so it's like that side effect. So the
okay.
chemtrails, it was like whatever it is that they're doing, information gathering, there is side effects that are negative from the
Okay.
chemtrails, toxic.
Did HAARP cause the fires in Hawaii? And what's up with the blue roofs not burning when everything else did? Maybe that's a frequency thing if it's a HAARP related.
So, so there is like what Eric is saying is that, and I know this is really controversial as far as being able to like control weather and create weather, but he's saying that there is ability to kind of like amplify weather that's
Okay.
already there, so to
Yeah.
speak.
Okay.
And so when you ask the question about the fires, it's like the drought conditions
Okay.
were affected. Now, the other thing is that some of the weather stuff that has been created and is being created by this sort of technology, the weather isn't what they're trying to do. It's an offshoot of what they're doing to
Oh,
the atmosphere.
I
So
see.
so okay, yeah, are they directly connected to creating it or inadvertently connected to
I
creating it?
got it.
And
Yeah.
there's more like inadvertently connected to creating some of the crazy weather.
So are you saying that the Hawaiian fires, HAARP caused the drought or
Amplified the drought situation.
amplified the drought and that,
Yes.
what about the blue roofs not burning? What was that all about?
The blue roof's not burning, and I'm sure it's being looked into. That technology is advanced.
Okay.
The material, the
Okay.
material that the roofs are made out of
All
is
right.
advanced.
What effect does HAARP have on our physical bodies and our emotions, our mental state?
So this is something where, like everything, some people are going to be more affected by it than others.
Yeah.
You know, just like, some people really are affected by the retrogrades that happen with the planets where other people don't really notice it. It's like this. Um, it does for the people who are very sensitive, it increases, it has the potential to increase anxiety. So it's funny because he's reminding me of something like from time to time, I'll just be able to feel, me personally, I can feel the vibration
Yeah.
of the earth, almost as if there's
Wow.
like, is there an earthquake or something like?
Wow. Yeah.
So it actually has the potential in almost like a good way for more people to open up to be able to communicate directly with the earth
Oh,
if
well,
you're
that's good.
listening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so and to actually get some healing through
Oh,
the earth as this. So it's like he's like,
be
this is going
positive.
on up here in the atmosphere, and the earth, like working with the earth can help us heal what's
Mm,
being done.
okay. Does it cause any physical illness at all?
Yeah, respiratory.
Oh, okay.
It factors into respiratory issues.
We're talking about
Um,
heart or chemtrails?
oh no,
Next.
HAARP.
Heart.
HAARP.
Okay. That's
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
okay.
that's where I was at.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that where you were asking? That's what you were at?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it can cause some anxiety.
Yep, respiratory issues,
Okay.
different kinds of cancer, like
Oh.
I don't, maybe you would know about this. Cancers that we don't really see a lot, like they're going to start upping.
Oh, really?
Like we're going to start seeing more instances of them. Like weird cancers. I don't know. I don't know how else to put that. Are there some cancers that are
Yeah,
just
there's
less
some that are
common?
rare. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So some of that kind of stuff will
All right.
come up on the uprise too.
Does it stimulate or activate viruses, vaccine nanoparticles, or vaccine nanoparticles in our body?
No, Eric says there's no connection
Okay.
there.
Now, I was looking this up. Is the Antarctica anomaly caused by them? And so I'm reading this mysterious underwater. A weather mapping system has captured a large wave anomaly between Antarctica and southern Africa for the second time this month. So a wave anomaly in the same area was first captured by blah blah, some app. At the time, internet. Anyways, that people must know.
No, it is connected to something else,
Okay.
but it's something that's being done underground, not HAARP. It's something
Man-made,
Mhm.
human. Okay.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, research technology, something
Okay.
going on.
Hmm. Is it being used for war? HAARP.
Aspects of it, yes.
Now, when we're talking about HAARP, we're talking about also the other technology associated with HAARP that has
Yes.
goes by another name. Okay.
Yes.
Is HAARP worse than the atomic bomb for humanity? I don't know. The A bomb is pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm getting a no because I'm getting from Eric that it won't ever get that far.
Good. So it will not heat up and destroy the ionosphere. They won't be able to elevate the frequency of the laser.
Right.
To
It
that
just
extent.
won't, right. It won't, whether they have the ability to or not, it won't happen. It'll be stopped
We're being
beforehand.
protected for one.
Yeah, it's not time for, like, we're not gonna destroy
Yeah.
and
Not
totally
time for us to
annihilate the
go.
earth. Yes.
We got
Not
work to
yet.
do.
We still have more to do, yes.
Is this frequency purposely being used to control our brains and cause rage or numbing out, like zombie-like calm? Either one or the other.
No. No, that kind of stuff really is done more through medications, like
Yeah.
more on a smaller scale. Um, then that would there would be no way, Eric says right now, to to do a mass control with what they have.
Okay.
So yeah, that's like something your neighbor has in his shed next, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like
yeah. Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Not literally.
Okay. Could we use this kind of equipment to communicate with you, Eric, someday? HARP technology.
There is some aspect of it that thins the veil.
Okay.
A
Interesting.
piece of it. He says like an offshoot
But what
of
percent
it.
of it can be used for good and what percent for bad?
So about 60% could be used for good.
Okay.
The other 40%, it's kind of a mix. Like it could definitely be used for real nefarious, but there could still be some benefit from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it leave big holes in the clouds? For example, you can see the blue sky through the holes beyond the puffy clouds.
No, it does not do this.
Okay.
That is just nature.
Who decided to seed clouds and why did they continue doing that? I guess that's to make it rain, right? I think that's what they're talking about. Let me look up that seeding clouds.
Who decided to do this?
It could be a general question like US government or farmers, Indian
Yeah.
Americans.
No, I'm actually being taken out to the Middle East somewhere,
Oh,
is where this originally came from. The idea to do this is
okay.
it's in the Middle East someplace.
All right. For those who don't know, cloud seeding is a type of weather modification that aims to change the amount or type of precipitation, mitigate hail, or disperse fog. The usual objective is to increase rain or snow, either for its own sake or to prevent precipitation from occurring in days afterwards. Oh, wow. Interesting.
So yeah, and it really is like with science and studying and like let's try this, let's try that. And it has had an effect on the weather when the more pollution you have, it changes the weather.
That's true.
So
Forest fires create their own climate weather. Yeah.
right. Yeah. So there are things that are being done that affect the weather and have changed the weather, but what Eric is saying is there isn't right now technology in use that's going to say, okay, we're going to create this particular hurricane. It's going to take this exact path.
Oh
It's going
yeah,
to cause
no,
this exact amount of damage. The winds are going to be this exactly. There isn't that
good.
kind of control or precise. It
Okay,
feels more like the ability to tweak
all right.
stuff.
Okay, so they use silver oxide, silver iodide, potassium iodide, dry ice, hygroscopic materials to track moisture.
Mhm.
Um, encourage static seeding, which encourages ice particle formation in supercooled clouds to increase precipitation. And then there's dynamic seeding, designed to enhance convective cloud development through the release of latent heat. These drones, there's ground deliveries, there's all sorts of stuff. Anyway, enough of that science.
Yeah.
Is Wilhelm Reich Cloudbuster, whatever it is, connected to HAARP? I have to look him up. I have no idea.
No, not connected to it.
How can we protect ourselves or neutralize the negative effects of it? I mean, there are crystals that can protect against all sorts of
Frequency, yeah.
Yeah.
There's so yeah, anything that protects against frequencies that we already have, like
Okay.
there's lots of stones and crystals
Red
that
jasper, I know is one.
yeah.
Obsidian, like obsidian.
Yeah, so that sort of stuff can help. Of course, certain types of metals can also help to
Oh,
protect against
we need to put on our foil
yeah,
hats.
tinfoil hats,
Tinfoil
yes.
hats again.
Yes. Um, so basically at this point in time on Earth, this point in time, you can't fully protect yourself 100% from frequencies.
Yeah.
Even if you're out living in a quieter area, which of course there is less, there
Yeah.
it's like there's plugs all over the Earth now that
Oh
it
yeah.
just doesn't really matter where you are. Some frequencies are coming in. Now, a lot of the frequencies aren't ever even going to affect us, and we're not going to even notice them.
Right.
But for people who are sensitive or the frequencies are a little bit stronger, yeah, there's going to be um, some issues.
Okay.
Copper can
Yeah.
amplify, so but it can also protect.
Oh,
So
interesting.
yeah.
I have those grounding sheets. I know you can
Mhm.
plug in the ground hole in the plug and put it on your.
Yes. And also, Eric says, remember, at this point in time on Earth, this big stuff is supposed to be happening,
Yeah.
and it's not going to completely obliterate us. So we do have the ability to adapt and change and adjust to it.
Well, I can order the 2025 calendar, wall calendar then, right?
Yes.
All right. Ooh.
Yes.
Um, is there any connection between the ancestors or spirits passed to HAARP? If so, what? PASSED, but any connection between? I'm not sure. I don't understand that. I mean, I don't understand that question.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean,
Okay.
there's connection to spirit in the sense that some of the information that's coming down is being channeled down here.
Okay. Okay.
So, but I don't know that that was necessarily the question that was being
I'm
asked.
not sure. Uh, does HAARP serve a positive purpose? Should we keep it? Basically.
Yeah, the technology, the studying, the research, it does serve a good intention. So yes,
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's going to keep whether it's called HARP or whether it's called something else, it's
Something
going
else.
to continue forward.
Okay. What
Yes.
about chemtrails? Is there any good to keeping that going? At least not the nefarious stuff.
I so I really even hate to say it like this, but whatever the chemtrails were trying to do, whatever that was about, it didn't quite pan out the way it was intended. So if we're not there yet, we're kind of coming into over the next couple years, like there's still going to be chemtrails, but it's almost as if like there has to be we like they're making fake ones
Oh, okay.
so that like to hide the conspiracy of it.
Oh, okay.
But whatever Eric's saying, whatever the chemtrails, whatever they were trying to do with them,
Mhm.
that's kind of coming to an end. maybe in the next few years.
Are you talking about bad stuff?
Yes, the bad stuff,
Okay.
or even just whatever research or technologies they were trying to do, it just didn't like quite pan out.
What was the
You know,
worst
like
intention? What was the worst of the intentions?
the worst of the intentions, there was knowingly poisonous stuff
Oh.
being put into the atmosphere.
Mm.
But it's like what he's saying is like they're not just gonna like like it's gonna be like like we didn't used to see chemtrails and then all of a sudden we started seeing them and
Yeah.
then there like we're gonna start seeing less and less to like people just stop talking about chemtrails and then they just kind of go
Yeah.
away. But for a bit they're gonna just be nothing in them. Just they've just created the
Okay. Well, there's
chemtrails as a way to
contrails
hide
and
it.
jetliners, too. So,
Yeah, well, yes,
um,
those will
yeah.
still,
But some are
those
like
will,
cross pat hash,
yeah, oh yeah. No, there's definitely
yeah.
different
So
things
why
that
did they
make
want?
those.
So they knowingly put poison in these chemtrails. Was that because they wanted to, get rid of pesticides and make increased crop,
Yeah, there was something
yields,
with
or was it, or we
agriculture.
want to hurt people kind of thing?
There was something with agriculture there. There was something with population control there.
Okay.
Just to
Ooh.
see, somehow the pharmacy, I feel like big
Oh, big
pharma is
pharma.
connected to everything. To,
Oh, they
you
want to
know,
make you sick, so they go, here's a pill for that.
yes.
Is that
I start to get nervous when we start talking about
well,
this.
it's not all pharmaceutical companies are not like
Yes.
that. Okay, I mean, most of
Yeah.
them, thank God for antibiotics, really. Although
Yeah.
we've done that. Has HAARP developed? Was HAARP developed to stop spiritual karma?
No,
Okay.
no, it was not.
Anything else you want to say about HAARP or chemtrails, Eric?
So actually, what Eric wants to say is about conspiracy theories in general.
Okay.
Okay, because this,
Good.
this does fall into that. And there have been a lot of conspiracies that have turned out to be true. So conspiracies are only conspiracies when you don't have the actual evidence and the proof.
Yeah.
There is something to the conspiracy of weather control.
Yeah. I agree.
It is something that is actively, whether they have the ability or not, they're trying. But the intention is to try to mitigate these huge storms that cause this kind of damage and that sort of things. But everything has a cause and effect. So you can do something with such a great intention and it has a negative side effect. It's just they really should just be leaving it alone. He said the wet, because I mean we can see even in the last 10 years the weather's gotten a lot
I
crazier.
know. Well, a lot of that could be just wobbling of the axis and the little tweaks of
Yeah.
the Earth's orbit. So you never know. There's so much
Yes.
we don't know. But a lot of these conspiracy theories come on the heels of the need to fill a vacuum of the
Mhm.
missing information, like Kate Middleton. What we have
Yes.
from her. Oh, then her husband killed her, and now they have her as a clone. So and
Yes.
we proved that
I mean,
Eric said
think
that was not true. So.
think of how huge the conspiracy of extraterrestrials used to be, though.
I know,
So
yeah,
yeah, there still is a lot of stuff out there that really is just not true. And
yeah,
there is a lot of stuff out there that we're going to find out is true.
it's true.
But as far as the weather and that they are trying to figure out how to
Yeah,
control and
we can
manipulate.
do it for good, but we need to trust Mother Earth too to do the right thing.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
All right.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Eric. I love you both. You guys
Love you.
subscribe. We're trying to get to 100,000, so please hit that subscribe button.
Mhm.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Love you.